Hello, everybody. It has been a long time since I have gone live. I'm trying to show two point of views at the same time, so I'm testing this out. I may have issue, I don't know, but I need your help to tell me what if I'm messing anything up. So, or if it's echoey or something. I know it's dark. I'm gonna work on that. Uh, so, well, not on this one. It'll be have to be another one because I have a light at home, but I don't have it here. I'm gonna take that off so it's easier to see me. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I am excited about painting a whole lot. I have, as you can see, a whole lot of things out, and I've labeled them what they're going to end up being. I'm going to see if I can work on a whole lot of things at once. If you happen to have a painting that you were hoping that we do, please give a shout out in the comments so I can know what I need to be working on. So I've got here's what I've got going on. There's going to be a watermelon, a fun popsicle, and maybe a sailboat. Um, awesome sauce, because who doesn't need awesome sauce with Tabasco? A beach and a cool word. I'm going to use love. So you can see a bunch of my colors I've got going on. I'm testing something out. I hope that it's not super echoey, so tell me if I am, because I'm trying to show two things at once. And I've got the volume down, but I hope that it's not super bad. So if you have any comments, if you leave me a comment, I can bring you on screen. If there's like a painting that you want us to do, so I can see that from y'all. I think I've got everything. So let's see what I can knock out. Okay. I'm just thinking through what I should do first. All right, so this one's going to end up being a popsicle. So I'm going to do the background first. I want to do a 4th of July popsicle. So I'm going to have it be all red, white, and bluish, but it doesn't mean that you have to do a red, white, and blue one. So I think the background, I'm going to have it be kind of like a starburst from the middle. That's kind of what I was thinking. I'd have them kind of blend out. So I definitely need to get my background in first. I know I want to do red, white, and blue for the 4th, but I don't want to put all those bright colors in just yet. And I can't have a white background. Well, I could, I guess, but I'm not wanting a white background. I want to have this fun starburst. So I'm working with different light blues. I didn't want to put a white one in the back so that you could actually see the white of the red, white, and blue popsicle I have in my brain. You know the kind. I don't know the name of it because I don't ever eat that kind. But that's the popsicle I envision in my brain for the 4th, because it already comes red, white, and blue. But those are the colors in that order I'm wanting to do. But I may end up doing one of those big fat rectangle popsicles instead of that particular shape. Okay, so that's a good background. So this will dry and will be popsicle. Red, white, check. Okay, this one's going to end up being a sailboat. And it's going to be a good daytime, sort of abstract, simple triangle shapes. I've got some inspiration I'm looking for. Okay. I'm going to do sort of like a plain, light sky background on this one. I do want to put a little bit of yellow in the sky. I like seeing that. But then a whole lot of light blue and maybe a little mint and some white. I see a lot of people, like whenever I have my classes at this part, they get a little stressed out about like what color to put where. And what I typically tell people to do is stop overthinking it. Just what should be in your brain once we've decided the colors for something is just fill the space, 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 fill the space. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I've decided the few colors that I want to use for the sky. I've got a light blue, a minty sort of blue, some white, and a little bit of yellow. I am not washing my brush out, as you can tell, in between. I want a nice sort of back and forth sort of light sky. I don't want it to feel like it's a storm rolling in. It's just like a nice day. And then what I'll do under that is I'm going to change up how I paint it. So y'all saw me swiping across for the sky. You see how that kind of blends. I need to put some more over here. Feel free. I see a couple of people watching. I'd love for you to say hey, so I know who's out there with me. In the comments, drop a comment below so I can say hi to you. I'd like to know who's out there. The way I'm streaming to y'all is a little bit different, so I can't just see. I can't just see those people like I could if I was on Facebook. I'm somewhere else in a secret place. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the water a little differently. I do want to see my water strokes. I don't want them to blend. I want them to kind of sit next to each other. So this will be a class where I've kind of got in my brain where it'll be a little bit closer to, for those of you that have seen my paintings recently on the Arlington page, the heron that I did. Thanks, babe. Love that you're watching. Hope you're having a good time at home with the girls. I'm loving being up here. I love getting to paint. Thank you for doing that for me. I'm going to put a little bit of purple in the ocean because why not? But I've got these great colors going on. Do y'all see how I've got it? Check it out. Isn't that nice? So the sky I have blending, but I have the sea, I have it just hanging out. And I want to see all of those strokes, all of those brush strokes sitting next to each other. So the way that I'm doing that is finding the color I want to put down, and then I'm just, instead of blending it, I am giving like a stroke on the page, and then I'm just going into another color and add another color. I'm going to put some mint in there now. I love mint. Ooh, that looks nice. I like this. And I think what I'm going to use for the sailboat colors, I think will be maybe some repeating of what's in the sea, but I think I'll do some fire colors and some sherbety colors. But I'm just letting each color speak. One of the mistakes that I see people make when they do paint, like with us, is that they keep painting over the same place. They'll go and they'll get other colors, which I love, but when they go back to their painting and they start mixing them or putting them next to each other, they will, sorry, I thought I heard something. They will keep mixing them and blending them and blending them and blending them and over putting the, keep going back and forth with the strokes, and that's not so great to do. It can be, what happens is the more you paint without going back to get more color, the more likely you are to pick up another one of your colors that's already on the page. The more likely you are to kind of use that and mix that color in with what you're doing, and it ends up blending all of the colors together, and it can end up making your painting real muddy. And if you don't know, if you're new to painting, that can really be stressful, because you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? I had all these awesome things happening, and now I don't know what to do. There's actually some counterintuitive practices you've got to put in place while you're painting what's called wet on wet, where you have what I'm doing. I'm painting wet paint on top of and around wet paint. All of this is active and can blend into each other. What's counterintuitive, what you really should do is actually get more paint more often than you think. It's not like writing, where when you write, you can just keep on going. And because you hold a paintbrush similarly to how you would a writing utensil, it can kind of mess your brain up in that you treat it the same, and it's not the same. The way I use paint is very different. Now, hold on with me. Don't go anywhere. I've got to go get my paper towels, which I left in there on accident. Okay. So it's like you get paint and you think, I'm just going to paint with this paint that I was in my brush for a while. And I end up going back to scoop up more paint way more often than what your brain tells you to. Okay, so I've painted the sky very different than I painted the bottom. I painted the sky where it was all blendy and all the colors next to each other. And then I've painted the bottom where it was like little paint strokes, and the strokes are sitting next to each other. All right, so I've got 2 backgrounds that are drying. Now let's move on to the bird's eye view of a beach. So I'm going to do this kind of diagonal like. If you're new to popping on here, I'd love for you to say hello so I can know who's watching. I'd love to be able to say hi to y'all. Okay, so I'm going to do this one very different. I'm going to make it be very diagonal. And let's see what happens. I'm going to use some teal. I did not use teal in my beach that or the ocean that we just did. I'm going to use some darker colors here. I want some of them to kind of mix, but some of them not. I do want to know that there's some waves coming in. So as I go in, I'm going to actually make this become a little bit more minty. I'm going to bring more white into it. Like those are waves. Some light blue, some light mint. Some white. And I know all of us up here in A-Town and Memphis, some of our favorite beaches are actually 30A. So I know our beaches are real light and white, but I learned real quick if we keep it that color, and only that color, I'm gonna put a little color into it and get rid of some of the blue that's in my brush right now. I want it to be a little bit more minty in the middle than I've got it. A little bit more white. Be sure to say hi. I'd love to know who's out there. I'd love to bring you on the screen. Hey everyone. All right. I'm really bad at typos. If you are anything like me, or if you ever text me, you know that I mess up texting all the time, and you are stuck trying to decipher the code for which I am sending you. So if you are my buddy, I'm sorry. I love you anyway. That's just part and parcel for who I am. Part of the game. Okay. This is a little too stripy. Maybe y'all want it to be a little less. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I might end up deciding to go off in another direction. Haven't decided yet, but I do like these colors that are here. Let's see what happens. Oh, see a couple of people are on. Tell me who's out there. I'd love to see you. Say hey to me. Drop a comment below. I'd love to say hi to you. I'm working on some of the paintings for upcoming paint events. This is kind of like my lab. I'm figuring it out, if it's going to work, if I'm going to like it. Hopefully these are all going to be green light projects, because I would love to see these work out. We will see. Jury's out. Here's when we do classes, when I'm planning them, when I'm at this stage, my rule is I have to be able to paint it from start to finish in 30 minutes. If I can't do it in 30 minutes, we don't teach it. Because 30 minutes of me painting is one of our 2-hour classes. I'm missing a green that I want to do back here. So I'm going to step out of frame in a minute. Or maybe, this is the background. I've got to be able to do it in the background. The middle's not light enough. It's too much. I may have to come back to it. Haven't decided yet. You can kind of see me working diagonal line. I'd love to be able to rig up something where I could have like a camera right above me. The more I've done these kinds of videos, the more I've kind of understood how all the Bob Ross videos, how he talks all calm and stuff. Like, I get that now. I didn't get it before. That's probably how I drop my cell phone a bunch. I know if my husband's watching, he's probably laughing at me. That's okay. All right, let's see how that goes. This is going to be a beach scene, hopefully. I do want to put some umbrellas on there, but I might need to bring the beach just a little bit further out. So we'll see. We'll see. Got too much green in this right now, so I'm going to clean that off. So I'm going to move this aside. How about a watermelon? Y'all feeling a watermelon or a citrus? I think I want to do two versions of this. One as a watermelon and one as a pink grapefruit because I love pink. Pink's my favorite. So I'm deciding on the shape. I'm going to test something out. I'm going in a completely different direction. There's going to be a watermelon, but I'm going to paint it as if it was the shape of a rainbow instead of off the edge. So let's see how this works. And I'm making it a little pinker. Maybe I think I'm going to get a little bit of red orange. A little bit. But I want it to be a lot of pink. Let's see how this goes. So y'all are here for me to figure out if I hate it or not. We'll see. We'll see. What do y'all think? Is it going to be good? Not going to be good? Give me the feedback. Rainbows are super popular now, so it just popped into my head just now. How fun would it be to make a watermelon rainbow? I don't know. Don't know how good it's gonna do. But as I tell my girls in all of my classes, it's just paint. You can paint right over it. If it screws up, I'll just wait for it to dry. Definitely have to ignore it for a while, so you kind of got to put baby in the corner. We're never supposed to put baby in the corner, but sometimes you just got to. And I'm kind of painting it in the shape of the rainbow. I'm using a couple of paints and then my red. We'll see if that's a good choice or not when it comes out. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a hey in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. Okay. I actually need to wash this off because I'm going to play with my different greens now. I might have just wiped some paint on me. All right, so I'm going into my next layer. I'm getting into the rind. Is that what you call the outer edge of Oh, I like this green. It's a happy green. It's like a teal green, but it's like a teal Kelly. Can you see it from there? You can see some of it. We'll do kind of like a good thickness of that. Maybe wipe some of it off. And then I'm going to get into a little with my dark edge. I may need to come back after this part dries. Because I want to see both of those colors. And I'm not, well, all of the colors. I'm using 3 different greens. So this does make me feel like this is a nice rainbow. Oh, I'm glad it stuck in my head. I'm really liking where it's going. And it didn't hit me until I was here with y'all. Y'all get the credit. Okay, now the background, I want this real pretty turquoise color. Might have to paint several layers of that. One of my tricks is whenever I'm painting, if the color I'm using is kind of see-through, I will mix a little bit of white with it. I may end up having to paint more than one layer of that color for it to work. But what's nice is that I add white, and it has to be good white, a nice opaque white, because every now and then you get a white that's not opaque. But white being opaque, and I mix it with the color that I have that I want, that's a little bit too see-through, and it helps me with my layering, because putting the white with it all of a sudden makes it not see-through. And so the white gets that opacity in there that you want, even though the color may be a little bit lighter than the first layer that you want it to be. Because I did the white, it makes it so that instead of me doing like 40 colors of yellow or 40 coats of yellow, I'm only going to have to do 2 or 3 coats. I am loving this background. It is like it's the sky. It's just fresh and pretty. I even added a little bit of periwinkle to part of it. Oh, I love it. Can't wait to show you. I do want to go back around and really freshen up that edge. I'd love to see who's out there. Don't just watch. Oh, here it comes. Look at that. Oh, pretty. Here's that real pretty Kelly green that I'm going to put in the middle. Oh, it's like it made its own rainbow. I love this. I'm so excited about this. Oh, what a great, fun summer painting. Okay, wipe that off. Get back some of this pink. Mix that in with the edge. Oh, I love this pink right here, this pretty light pink. It's making that pop. Now it's making me want to put a summer message in here. I feel like I can, like, instead of continuing to go, I need to finish This one. I wonder if I put blue for my seeds. This real pretty indigo. Oh, I do like that indigo color. And it's kind of like, and I'm doing them in a rainbow. It's like I can't talk and think at the same time. The paint. Oh, y'all, this is so pretty. Now I'm feeling like I need text. Okay, are y'all ready for this? This is the first one that's like just about done. You can't even see how pretty those colors are because of the light of this. Oh, I love this. It's a watermelon rainbow. That's so cute. Oh. You can kind of see those colors. Tell me what you think. Now I'm feeling like this is like summer fun. I don't know, playing in the sun. I need something on there. I'm just probably getting paint all over me. That's okay. That's how I roll. That's what I do. All right, so I'm gonna move this one over here. I wanted to wear my D's hat. This is my favorite, but look, it's just in shadow. I do that. I love it. It's pink. I wear it all the time. All right, this is going to be my word sign, and I need a real fun background for this. This is going to be a super fun class. You could do any kind of word. You could do your name. This would be a fun like girlfriend class or mother-daughter, how I'm envisioning it. I'm just going to cover the whole background in all my awesome colors. And again, I'm just thinking, fill the space, 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 fill the space. Love it, love it. Gotta add purple. Purples and lavenders are quickly becoming some of my most fun summer colors that I just love. If I was thinking appropriately, I would have thought to do this one first. Why, you ask? Because this one is going to be so fun because we are going to tape it off. We're going to, oh, I love these colors. We're going to tape it, and then we're going to put like a light color around it. So I do my dark colors. And this is great to just, again, I'm not thinking anything, but I'm filling my space. I should have done it first because part of this class, and I'm real sorry, is going to be waiting. Like, hurry up and wait. Because you get done with this part, and then we're going to play the, oh, yeah. Oh, the Memphis skyline. Kirsten, yes, I love the Memphis skyline. I need to do that. I need to come up with another one, like one with the pyramid in it, because we have that original Memphis bridge, but I need a new one. I need something new. Got to think of it. I can do that for you, Kirsten. I can do it. I'm on it. I got to figure it out. I may need to. I feel like this is going to be like a walk. I'm going to need to take Mr. Paul Burns on, and we're going to have to go downtown for me to figure out the painting, for him to take maybe some photos for me. Over here, some fire colors, and then we're gonna walk away. Okay, check it out. So that's that for right now. We're gonna walk away. That one's gonna be taped off. So I need to clean this up. Ooh, my awesome sauce. Okay, so I had this idea for a shirt when I was making shirts. Were y'all with me when I was making shirts back during the time of the masks, life and the time of the pandemic? And the time of the vid. And I had this awesome idea for a shirt called Awesome Sauce. And it was going to be, I made one. In fact, I made one and I love it. But it was a Tabasco bottle in fabric. And instead of, and it was, the reds, and I did some really fun things with the shapes of it, but you looked at it and you knew it was a Tabasco bottle. And then instead of putting Tabasco on it, I didn't write, I sewed on it. And this is why I ended up not selling them. And now I'm regretting it because I just love it so much. I sewed Awesome Sauce on it, and it was so cute. It was so cute, but it took me forever because I had to, the way that I wanted it to be, I had to hand sew each one. And I did that on machine, but the Awesome Sauce part, I hand sewed that. So it took the time to a whole nother level. And I didn't have the time to do it. So here I am, figuring out a way to bring that back. I just love it so much. And I think I figured it out. I'm going to do a sign, like a painting, that says Awesome Sauce on it, but it's going to be Tabasco. Except for, maybe you don't want yours to say, maybe you actually do want yours to say Tabasco on it. I'm painting mine halfies because I'm just trying it out. I may not like it, but I may love it. Who knows? Ooh, I'm gonna add some lavender on this side because, as I told you, it's my new favorite signature color. But I thought instead of having all of them say Awesome Sauce, maybe you want yours to say Stay Saucy, or something like that. Because I just love that kind of play on words. Okay. All right, so here's this background, and it's going to end up being my Awesome Sauce background. I'm going to move my paper towels out of the way. And I have saved my glass of sweet tea for last because I've got this thing in my heart that I know I want to do, but can it be a class? Will it work? I don't know. Just don't know. And I can't find my inspiration drawing, so I may have to move on from it and go back to. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. Ooh, the background of this one's all pink. I'll try it out. But I need more pink to fill the whole background up, though, because I'm definitely gonna run out of pink. So for this one, you don't have to make a sweet tea. You could make your favorite cocktail, sweet tea, beverage, liquid libation of your choosing. Okay, Let's get some more of this pink on here, and then I'm about to have to go over to my paint wall and get more paint. Did y'all know that I have added some middle school art camps this summer? I have one in July, and it's the same as our younger kiddos, where you could buy for the day or you can buy for the week. So it's accommodating to all your schedules. That I love. That's actually turned out to be pretty popular, because sometimes people can only come to 2 days or they can come to one. And we've also restructured how we run the camp to where you can work on projects that way, where we finally can complete a project a day. Because I used to not be able to do that because of how we did our camps, where it was like lots of in between time and prep work and layering. And this is much more like being able to accommodate. The way we're doing it now is much more accommodating to outside schedules. So that I've been really pleased with. It's been a lot of fun. Okay. This one's going to be my liquid libation. Let's bring back my beach. I think I need more white over here. But I'm wondering if I paint, because I want to put some umbrellas on it. I was thinking about painting those umbrellas, that you see in Seaside that are white and blue. But I also love pops of pink. So I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna. I feel like I need a bigger brush, or not a brush, a bigger canvas. All right, let's see if I need y'all's opinions when I get done with this. I need you to tell me what you really think, like if these really look like umbrellas or not. I'm doing this wet on wet, and I'm kind of feeling like I definitely need to do another layer, but when it's dry, maybe I'm just going too fast. One of the things I do like about what happens when I do samples for everybody and I paint it first is like I can tell what's wrong with the painting and what we need to do to make it to where everybody can paint it. If you're watching, I'd love to know who's out there. Tell me who's there. What are you doing? What's happening? What you got going on? Let's see what happens. I start to outline this in some colors. What if I put some pink in there with it? So I know I need a shadow, and I don't really have a shadow. I can't do that with the pink. I'm gonna have to put some other color in there. I should probably talk way louder. I'm really sorry. I end up mumbling, and my voice gets way monotony, and I want y'all to be able to hear me. Oh, let's put some little dots in here for all the different peoples. Don't hate it. Don't hate it right now. We'll see. Feel like I need this to dry a little bit so I can put some good shadows in there. I'm not sure. Let me see. You're definitely gonna need some brown. All right, y'all want to see it so far? I think it's coming along. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Jury's out. Ooh, the sailboats are about ready. Oh, my popsicle's definitely ready. Okay. I need more white though. Let me get more white, and I might need some red. All right, I'm gonna do a different shape popsicle. I didn't save it. Yes, I did. I think I'll start with the white because I kind of want it to be not perfect. And the color I want to use for the popsicle stick is definitely a see-through color, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, here we go. I want to do the middle as white. I'm good. Everything is good. Middle's white is popsicle painting. We'll do the top as red. So now what I'm trying to figure out is how clean of a brush do I need it to be in between layers? Like doing the top red and then going into the white, going into the blue. I know it's going to be real important to not mix the red and blue, but we're not doing like a watercolor. Painting, we're doing wet on wet. So how these colors interact with each other and like how it blends. Like, do we want it to be sharp, like a sharp edge? Do you want it to be blendy? Like, this is the kind of thing I'm trying to figure out. I just don't know. Like, and it's a small painting to be blendy, like to have it be ombre. I guess that's the easiest way for me to put it. Be sure to say hey to me so I know who's watching. I can say hi to everybody. I can't see who's watching because of how I'm watching this. Okay, let me see if I can do the blue now. I'm gonna make sure that's cleaned out real good. I've got a real pretty blue that I want to put in the bottom. I think I want it maybe a little lighter. I do really like how I did the background. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the blending part in between the layers. I'm not loving that just yet. Makes me wonder if maybe I shouldn't have painted the white first. Maybe I should have done the other colors first. How blendy? Do I want it blendy? Do I want it melty? Like, these are important questions. It's difficult. It does seem like it would be easier if I was painting the one that like looks like a rocket ship or other accoutrement. Almost there. That's kind of cool. Hold on, let me wash it out and put a. Okay. Popsicle painting, are you ready? That's kind of fun. We could put text with it. That's cute. All right. This one's not ready. Our sailboat might be ready. All right, so sailboats. Let us see. Okay. Is the other brush I have? Popsicles is a good brush to have. I think I'll try to do 3. My shapes in the middle, my sailboats, I'm trying to make them be some bright colors. Maybe a little bit more solid, I don't know, than the colors I've used so far, been a little bit more blendy. They're just implied lines. I'm not going to be doing a lot of like super detailed sailboaty information. I think this would also be a fun place to do a lot more of my patterns, like the way that I paint. So I may at the end add some dots and things. But I am liking these sherbirdy lines that I've got going on. And I'm digging the red with it. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more red than I intended. I think it's a nice Surprise. Maybe some teal. I don't think I have teal in it. Ooh, that sherbety green. Yes. Maybe I can make that a little bit more minty. Just clean it up. I need some yellowy orange. Ooh, in this peachy color. Who's out there? I'd love to know who's watching so I could say hi to you. A little bit of stripes in there. And maybe some purple dots. Ooh, this deep blue will be good. I think I like it. Maybe some white over here for this bow. Thanks for joining me tonight. I am preparing some paintings for some wine nights at the studio. I need to wait for this to dry. I'm trying to go too fast. But here it is right now. How fun is that? That's going to be sailboats. Super cute. I don't know if I can finish that sweet tea one tonight and this love one. You know what? I have a painting over there that since this isn't going to dry, we could make that one happen. So I'm going to put this aside behind me. Uh-oh, where's my painting? I do that. Sometimes I lose a painting. Well, doggone it all. I'm so glad y'all joined me tonight. I'm going to have to take a break and use the restroom and maybe put this up for tonight and finish tomorrow. But we finished almost 4 paintings and have another 3 almost to go. Thanks for joining me. I hope y'all have a great night.